you sing, sir? Can you dance? What about the wife?
Jake Bowers is a gypsy man on a mission.
Can you sing?
No, mate.
Can you dance?
Man, you can sing here.
Can you play the spoons?
With a nod to TV talent shows, he's organising a competition to discover Britain's brightest and best travelling talent.
Can you sing?
Travellers Got Talent is a national competition for people from Gypsy, Roma and Traveller communities to prove the world wrong.
I can play guitar and I can sing, but I don't believe I have a talent.
Currently, we're viewed by most people as kind of a social problem, not actually even a culture. But if you speak to people that are here today, Romany Gypsies and Irish Travellers are proud ethnic minorities that have a history and a culture going back hundreds of years. Yet in the eyes of most people, we don't even have that. We have a long history of being great entertainers, great musicians and singers. In the last couple of generations, our musical ability is dying. Our singing ability is still there. So it's to try and pump a bit of life into that, to encourage people to go into the entertainment business in the future and hopefully help their dreams take flight.
Today, Jake's hunting for travellers with stars in their eyes at Stowe, one of the country's busiest gypsy horse fairs.
So we need girls that can sing, boys that can sing, dance, come and enter.
Trouble is, today's fairgoers aren't keen to compete.
No, I'm not thinking.
They are out there, like I said, they are out there. She wouldn't sing for us, but they are out there. If I buy you a bottle of vodka, will you do it? What about you boys? Can you sing or dance? Come on in. Back up.
One of the things you find about gypsy people in particular is we're quite shy people. We've got this reputation of being very loud and brash and ostentatious, but actually one of the biggest challenges we're going to have with Travellers Got Talent is getting that talent to have the confidence to come out on stage.
How come you're so shy?
Yourself the best dancer in the country.
But Jake's got a secret weapon.
Some of them are shy.
Talent-seeking siren Gentina Chapman.
Got any talent? Travellers are no different to anybody else. Of course we can make it into the mainstream entertainment industry.
Gentina's a gypsy girl and pop star with 3 hit singles behind her, so is expertly placed to spot talent.
He likes fighting, he's a cage fighter.
It could be a first, cage fighting.
Yeah, cage fighting.
What about breakdancing? It can't be that different from cage fighting, can it?
I'm a traveller myself and have had 3 singles and an album successfully. Travellers are no different to anybody else and shouldn't be alienated for being a traveller.
But Gentina's also a former Wonder Bra model. And today, it's the talent that's spotting her.
Here's the number to call.
Give us your number then.
It's on the bottom. If you believe in yourself, if you're anybody, if you believe in yourself, then you will achieve. Believe, receive, achieve. It works. Well, you smell good. That's the start, yeah? You smell lovely. Yeah. I don't smell lovely. I smell a fake tan. It stinks.
Jake's got a very hidden talent. So hidden, we just can't find it.
Yeah, nobody's found it yet.
Jake's also joined on his hunt for talented competitors by Tracy Neddick. Tracy and Jake ran the competition last year, and there are still some old scores to settle.
I had the winners last year, first and third place, and Jake just, you know, he was happy for them winning, you know, but you could just see that look on his face where he just wasn't pleased my contestants win.
There's some definite rivalry going on. You know, Tracy won last year. I mean, I let her win.
I think so, do you, Jake? You know.
This year, gloves are off. She's going down.
Queensberry rules,
Is it?
gloves off, yeah.
This is bare knuckle?
Yeah,
Right.
bare knuckle.
The first of 5 regional talent show heats is in just 4 weeks' time. So Jake needs to find some competitors.
Thousands of leaflets, thousands of people. So somebody here is going to take some notice. Can you sing? You could sing her? No. Can I just get you to fill that in, please?
Luckily, it's not long before Tracy and Jake enlist today's first ambitious applicants.
I've sung since I was younger, so it does mean a lot to me.
I'm always singing day and night all the time, whether it's to myself or to others.
Danny Jeffs and his sister Kelly Marie will audition in the first heat at Epsom.
I'm so pleased. So just being here and getting drowned has been worth it, just to get two lovely singers and brother and sister as well. I think that's really nice.
As long as I get myself seen and people hear me sing, if I get somewhere, I get somewhere. If I don't, I don't. Either way, I've tried.
Danny and Kelly aren't the first entrants to have signed up. In fact, they'll be up against some stiff competition.
My name is James Hawkins. Good morning, Harley. This is my pony Harley. He's 3 years old, and I've trained him to do lots of tricks. He's full of beans this morning.
They say never work with animals or children.
He is quite cheeky.
And it looks like James has got his work cut out.
Walk on, good boy.
In a bid to win the competition, James is trying to train Harley to wave.
Harley, wave. Wave. Good boy.
And to prove that he's more than a one-trick pony, Harley's also learning to balance on blocks. Harley and James met 2 years ago, but this is a lifelong partnership.
I don't know, he's like my best friend, really. I spend every minute of my spare time with Harley. Wait. No. He's just a bit keen.
The competition is a big deal for James and Harley.
Have to clean it up.
Let's hope they're not completely pony and tramp. While James puts Harley through his paces in their back paddock, talent show judge Gentina Chapman is busy keeping up appearances in her front room.
Look at that girl, she's shameful, getting herself all undressed for the cameras.
But this spray tan is special. It's key to Gentina's preparations for the upcoming heats.
Freezing. It's fantastic. I mean, I love a spray tan. This is who I am and this is what I do. The only problem is with this is the bedding, you know, because my bedding's all white. So I end up sleeping on the sofa till the thing wears off.
As an ex-underwear model, rap artist and songwriter, Gentina's a very modern gypsy girl with a very colourful history.
I love a bit of ink. I've got a star here, and I used to go out with Keith Flint from The Prodigy. We gave each other a star. Young love, rock and roll love, that is. But good. Being a travelling girl, I never really thought much would come out of life. I left school at quite a young age to help out at home and stuff. But I had a dream, and all I knew is that I wanted to be a singer, so I ran away to London. I was 15 years old, and I went with 2 rucksacks, and I knew I'm going to do it. And I did.
Now a mum of 2, Gentina's life has taken a different track.
This is my Annie. Annie, do you like to have a spray tan?
Annie is just 1, and son Ralph is 5.
Oh, this is good.
Now, I have 2 children and I'm a little bit more settled than what I used to be, not as mad.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Ralph, that's your mother, you lunatic.
Oh.
I don't think I would ever go back to modelling again, but singing and songwriting I still do, because it's a big passion of mine.
Gentina's one of an estimated 300,000 gypsies and travellers in Britain today. Around half live in houses, the other half in caravans on illegal, council or private sites.
La 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 la.
In Surrey, a teenage traveller dreaming of fame and fortune in her chalet is tuning up for the competition.
La 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 la.
13-year-old Scarlett Lee lives on a private site near Epsom.
La 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 la.
Scarlett won her regional heat last year and has got her sights set on winning the grand final this time round.
I would love to come first place.
She'd like to win,
I'd
but
love
if
to
she
win,
doesn't,
but-
she won't be disappointed. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
You nervous?
No, not really.
No.
Scarlett and her mum Daisy think the competition could propel this talented teen onto a bigger stage.
You won't be singing for the Queen. The Queen goes up there on Derby Day, doesn't she?
My biggest ambition is to be a singer, become famous. When I get up in the morning, I sing. Cleaning up, I sing. Before I go to bed, I sing. Just sing all day, really.
I'd love for her to be a singer, to realise her dream. I'd like her to see a bit of life. Don't get me wrong, I mean, we're roaming travelling people, so she knows the rules of our culture. But I would like her to live life. I don't want her to get married at 16 or 17, have children, and she's seen no life herself. I love all my children the same, but I'm so, so proud of Scarlett. I feel like sometimes my heart's going to burst. I'll be crying when she's singing, cry if she loses and cry if she wins. So I can't win anyway, can I?
With a handful of hopeful travelling talent signed up, Jake's visiting Epsom Downs, home to the world-famous racecourse and venue for the first heat of his lesser-known talent competition.
Epsom Downs and the Epsom racecourse is of huge historical significance to the gypsy community. It's a place where Gypsies and Travellers always used to come and stop. And as long as there's been a Derby horse race here, there's been gypsy people here. So when they created the racecourse with an Act of Parliament, within that is a stipulation that gypsy people should be able to use these downs for air and exercise.
So we're talking a 30-metre square this side of that track.
The heat is to be held on the same day as the prestigious Epsom Derby and will be part of a huge festival of racing.
We're thinking that the stage will be here.
There'll be a fairground and market stalls catering for thousands of racegoers, including the Queen. And Jake wants to ensure he gets the best plot.
Yeah, we don't want the bar too close. We don't want it too far away either.
No, it's good.
The first heat of this unique competition is just a month away, and there's a lot riding on its success.
I do feel a bit nervous, but, you know, they're slowly trickling in, the contestants, you know, so I just hope the people with the real talent that I know that's out there are prepared to come out and show it to the rest of the world. Build it and they will come. I really believe in that.
The first of 5 Travellers Got Talent heats is just a few weeks away. Gypsy journalist Jake Bowers and his daughter Lily are making some final preparations in their back garden. Like many modern-day gypsies, Jake lives in a house but is fiercely proud of his nomadic heritage.
My dad was born in a wagon like this. He wasn't born in this wagon, and they were a small family. There was him and his 2 sisters, but there were many gypsy families that had lots and lots of children. So you'd have the parents at the back with the kids, kids underneath the bed, kids on the floor, and the boys, and it would generally be the boys, once they reached a certain age where they were big enough and tough enough, they would be sleeping underneath. So yeah, it's a part of, obviously, of my identity, my family history. Being a gypsy isn't something that you can become, it is something that you are, in the same way that somebody is Jewish or somebody is black or Asian. My background is my dad's from the Romany community, my mum is not, right? So I'm what's known as a posh rat, a half-blood gypsy. The Romany gypsy culture and heritage means absolutely everything to me. When I think of my parents, my grandparents, ancestors before that, they went through absolute hell to survive. To let that culture go is not something I'm interested in. It needs restoring and repairing on an annual basis. That's what this is all about.
Romany gypsies like Jake are just one part of a broad traveller community drawn from a diverse range of ethnicities and races. The second judge, joining Jake on his search for a star, has a mixed Irish and English Roma heritage. Roisin Mullins is one of the world's leading Irish dancers and choreographers. Having toured with King of the Dance Michael Flatley, she now runs her own troupe.
I went professional when I was 21, and I'm a little bit older than that now, so probably sort of 7, 8 years now I've been working professionally in dance. I've done a bit of acting and singing and musical theatre, so I think I'm well placed to judge the variety of things that are going to come up. I've even done a little bit of horse riding, so if we see any animal acts coming in, I should be fine with that as well. I think there are some amazing performers that have come from gypsy backgrounds. So I definitely think there's talent out there. I definitely think that's what we're going to find.
As well as a great grasp of stagecraft, Roisin has a wardrobe to die for.
Well, I'm just wearing this for now. I'm probably going to go with the zebra
but won't always have a wardrobe at hand.
I'm just going to have a quick change in a glamorous cupboard.
Has anybody called you a drag queen?
No.
I'm only joking, I'm really joking!
Today, like his gypsy forefathers, Jake Bowers has taken to the road in a bid to blend the old with the new.
Being nomadic, you have to move with the times. Gypsy people once lived in tents, and then they went to wagons, and then they went to trailers, and now they're mostly living in houses. One day, we'll be in spaceships and living on the moon, no doubt.
But Jake's latest mission isn't completely cultural. He's ditched his traditional wagon and is borrowing something more comfortable to use during the competition.
The caravan that I'm picking up is the latest reincarnation of the gypsy caravan. It's got the kind of chintz and colour and pride and craftsmanship that gypsy people have always demanded from their homes.
The home from home Jake's borrowing is far from standard issue. These blinged-up caravans cost almost as much as some small houses.
So this is the baby then? This is all smooth aluminium on the outside and charcoal chocolate box windows. Wow. This is one of our latest creations. The curved display units in the corner here and also here. When you've got all your, your pots and pans, all your Crown Derby, it all just looks absolutely amazing.
These are solid, aren't they? That's proper craftsmanship. Yeah.
They've also got the crystal handles on them as well.
Plenty of bling. Do you get a lot of people wanting a lot of bling in their trailers?
We get a mixture of it. We get the people that want a basic fan, but we also get the people that want all the bling, all the glitz.
Got your faders.
Yes. Also, the lights can actually move. It's just a nice little touch again.
Beautiful.
And just behind here, you've got a nice big fridge freezer.
One of the things you notice as well, which is one of the defining things of a gypsy caravan, is it's dry. There's no sink in here.
Yeah.
Because that's just part of gypsy culture.
Exactly.
You have bowls. You don't have running water.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much is this likely to set me back?
Well, we don't actually disclose individual prices of fans. Our prices work out at £12.50 a foot.
So with this, you're looking at in the region of £30,000.
Yeah, you're looking at around about the 30,000. But then, there's a lot of extras you can add on, so your options really are endless.
Looking good, isn't it? This is the way it should be. What's lovely about this trailer is it does keep the traditions alive. This is definitely a gypsy caravan. It says gypsy all the way through it, but it's a gypsy caravan for the 21st century. No horse, but lots of horsepower.
So, with 30 grand's worth of caravan in tow, Jake can make his way carefully to Epsom, ready for the crucial first heat.
I suppose the biggest fear that I've got for Epsom is that nobody will turn up. We are the most ungovernable, unpredictable people on the planet. We can move like a flock, or we can be difficult to herd like cats. Epsom is a place where sometimes fights happen, where scores are settled. That's a traditional thing going back hundreds of years. If that happens at Travellers Got Talent, then that will be very, very bad news indeed.
Jake might be worrying about the behaviour of his audience, but is less concerned about the range of people wanting to perform.
I mean, the Michael Jackson impersonator, I've never met him. He's certainly profoundly deaf. So I haven't spoken to him because he can't hear me, but I've spoken to I think it's his mum. And his mum says that he's a great dancer. He dances like Michael Jackson. He doesn't even need any music.
Michael Jackson impersonators apart, music and dance have been central to gypsy culture for centuries. But not all travellers are strictly old school. Ambition is a very modern teenage dance troupe, working hard on their routine, ready for the upcoming heat. In charge of the London-based group's choreography is gypsy doyen Dee Cooper Gregory. Dee set the troupe up for her Romany kids and other settled children 3 years ago.
Ambition is a dance and drama troupe that we formed a few years back because my daughter was badly bullied for being Romany. She'd been called names. She didn't want to go to school. And so I built Ambition off the back of that because I thought, she's like that, then there's going to be loads of other kids like that as well. And before I knew it, I had loads of kids knocking on my door saying, can we come, can we come?
Dee's daughter Taylor J is 16 and proud to be a Romany gypsy and a dancer.
I've been dancing since the age of 3. It's just my passion, really. I think it's part of our culture, really, in a way, because everybody just loves to dance. And I've got my brother in there and a lot of friends from school.
Taylor J's brother Levy is 14.
I'm the only boy in the older troupe. I love everything about dancing, really. Just the way you can be creative with your movements and just be free.
We welcome kids from any background in the community, and it's a real good place to come and actually feel at ease straight away, rather than having to walk in and feel uncomfortable and leave again. This door's always open. That was wicked, it's looking really, really good. Can you keep your heads up, yeah? Your yops over and away, yeah? Don't be looking at no floor. Just enjoy it. And what's with the shades? If we get through to the final, we'll do the shades.
After a cautious crawl with his precious cargo in tow, Jake makes it to Epsom Downs, home of the world-famous racecourse, and, from tomorrow, a talent show for travellers. It's here, on these historic downs, that months of planning and preparation are about to be put to the test.
So the plan, this is where I'm sleeping tonight. People are going to be arriving over the next 24 hours. I've got a couple of wagons coming, and 15 contestants. It's just hope some of them can sing. Somebody called me a minute ago. He's a crack shop with a catapult, so he wants to like line up bottles. So imagine what the health and safety people are going to say about that. Shards of glass everywhere. Concerns? A few. To our left, we've got the biggest beer tent known to man. I mean, that's got to be a concern. I just hope that they're doing the whole plastic glasses thing, because the last thing we want at a talent competition is the crowd's judgment. My wagon, here you go. Well done, boys! That'll do. There was a time, this was open downland. You'd have gypsy wagons, tents, caravans everywhere. And as long as there's been a Derby horse race here, there's been gypsy people here. That's rolling. On one side of the tracks, you'll have the lords and the ladies. Even the Queen will be here. But essentially, at the heart of it, there will be a big part of the gypsy community here. Whoa. Too much horsepower. Yeah. Got the old wagon, the old Vada, which is Romany for wagon. That'll do, that'll do. It just shows that we can move with the times, so we're not forgetting where we've come from. My dream is to fill this empty space with people. And this is my field of dreams. When I say a field, it's 30 metres by 30 metres, which we've been given. Now I'm here, I know it'll be fine. The sun's shining, it's a Saturday. It'll be fine. It'll be packed. I hope.
In the morning, Jake's quest for a gypsy superstar begins. But right now, he's got a problem, because there's something missing from his luxury caravan.
I haven't got any toilets here. I don't know, there's always somewhere behind the Oodles and Noodles bar, isn't there, you know?
It's Derby Day at Epsom. The morning gypsy Jake Bauer's been waiting months for has arrived. His travelling talent show is under starters' orders, and Jake's quest to unearth a gypsy superstar can begin.
It's looking good. It's looking surprisingly slick and professional. There's been no problems yet.
Helping Jake judge the talented travellers is Gentina Chapman.
This is exactly where I stayed last night. My fears were it was going to be freezing cold and uncomfortable. But This thing pulls out and you get a little bit more room, only about that much. Oh no, it is out, look, it is out, what a div.
She's been a bit of a diva, you know, but what else would you expect?
The first thing I wanted to do this morning was get to my mum's for a bath. Do you know what, I've only lost my purse.
Jake's being given a plot that's just 30 metres square, so decides to uphold one of the more controversial gypsy traditions.
There's a bit of a gypsy land grab going on here. Slowly but surely, you know, move the fences out. Landowners do it all the time. Gypsies can do it too.
With the stage set and the sun shining, hundreds of racegoers and travellers with stars in their eyes start arriving.
Have you got any backing tracks?
Yeah, my mum's just got it.
All right, lovely.
Dee and her dance troupe Ambition are here.
Getting a bit nervous now, they are, so they're going for a few of the steps over there.
Kelly Marie Jeffs and brother Danny are ready to go head to head.
Are you nervous?
No, not one bit.
And Christophe Sor, a French gypsy whose travels have brought him all the way from Catalonia to Epsom, is also tuning up.
We are here for not only a competition, but as well show to people non-gypsy that other than stealing chickens, we can express ourselves with an art, which is the music.
I've got the master plan all here. We've now had 4 contestants that have turned up. So whatever happens, there will be 3 people to go through to the final.
Trouble is, there's a horse-shaped hole in Jake's master plan. Harley and James have been asked to stay away from today's derby.
They said no horses on the showground.
The vets just won't have it. That horse could be bringing on all kinds of equine diseases, so can't be done. No horse at a racecourse.
I've no idea where he's going to perform.
I think it's going to end up with me smuggling him in a coat, maybe with some dark sunglasses on, into Bournemouth.
Give him a wave?
With no way to audition, Harley could be waving goodbye to his chances of fame and fortune. It's no wonder Harley's got a long face. Back at Epsom, Jake's judges are busy getting their acts together. Irish dancer Roisin Mullins has entered and won hundreds of competitions, so is expertly placed to judge this one.
I have just been getting ready. I've heard that the other judges are here, haven't quite met them yet. I'm still waiting, quite excited to meet the other 2 judges.
I've just went over there in that trailer, and there's a girl in there with mascara dollying herself up. I thought she was a contestant. Apparently it's one of the other judges. So, oh, Dawdy, I'm getting stung to pieces here by what? Don't tread on my Ray-Bans.
When you're judging images is really important, and you want to sort of look the part and be smart and everything for the contestants so that they feel like you've made an effort too, because they're probably getting all dressed up and practising getting ready as well.
I did have a bag of clothes, but I can't be bothered to get changed into them, so this is me. This is my judging outfit for today. This is a 4-year-old's T-shirt and a 3-year-old's pair of shorts, but that's just me all over. Rough and ready.
You spend a really long time at any contest getting ready, and if a judge comes out and they're not really ready, then you're a bit like, you know, you want them to be the judge, to look like the judge, and you're kind of waiting to see who they are and what they're dressed like. Come in, because we haven't met properly yet.
Oh my God, look at her, for God's sake. She looks like one of them girls that's going on the Strictly Come Dancing, don't she? Oh my God, it's a handsome dress.
Not far wrong.
She looked, I was going to wear my Mickey Mouse T-shirt and be done with it.
We're not having any of the big fat gypsy look here. I'm the only big fat gypsy here.
I don't do dressing up. I
Right.
am the original gypsy.
Right, on a long skirt, no flesh on show.
Does it look like I would ever cover up my body? This is a Ferrari, Jake. It is.
Well, I want a transit van.
Do you? I've now got to walk 3 miles away to get my dress out of the car.
Yeah, well, you're being paid, aren't you? Are you being paid? No, you ain't being paid.
I need to go and get some clothes. Right, I'm going. She'll fall out that trailer in a minute when you see the heel she's got on. She's very glamorous, let's just say that. Beauty and the Beast, me being the beauty. I never said that. For God's sake, I can't go nowhere in these shoes.
She's a very good-looking girl, and all the boys love her, and she loves all the boys, you know, so that's just part of who she is, you know. But even still, when it's a talent contest and you're a judge, you've got to make an effort. I don't think she's worn that many clothes for a long time.
With two of the judges dressed appropriately and the audience following suit, this unique competition is about to begin. It's Derby Day at Epsom. The sun's shining on the biggest race day of the year, and some talented travellers are about to put the thoroughbreds into the shade. As the competition's contestants arrive, the tension mounts.
Excited, really excited. There's some nice talent here today. We've seen a lot of nice rehearsals going on. It's going to be a good day.
Got me crying.
Weirdo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to a load of diamond geezers. That's
So without delay, Jake introduces the professional warm-up act.
Travellers Got Talent, but please put your hands together for the Romany Diamonds.
Judges Gentina Chapman and Roisin Mullins will be joined today by Polish gypsy Marek Chureja. Marek and his family left Poland in 1998 to start a new life in London. As well as heading up his band, Marek has been a gypsy film star, is a virtuoso on the violin, and a budding comedian.
He just started 5 minutes ago.
Actually, Marek has been playing violin for nearly 45 years, and his fiddling's better than his English.
I will be translating from Roman language to English language.
Marek's 21-year-old son and interpreter Ben is following in his dad's musical footsteps.
Started when he was 5 years old. As it is a tradition in my family, my dad had to take up the tradition. He had to start earning money to make a living with his father.
Oprócz oddechu I wiarę w Boga, to jest na trzecim miejscu granie.
Apart from breathing and faith in God, this comes on the third place.
Also on duty today is the Queen. A regular racegoer, Her Majesty won't be auditioning, but now she's arrived, Jake can give his judges a pre-competition pep talk and ensure they've everything they need to make an informed decision.
We'll supply you with drinks and beer. If you want me to get you beer, I'll get you beer.
We've got about the money bit, Jake.
Well, we'll talk about the money later.
Right, okay,
We'll talk about the money
okay.
later. Any questions?
Can we say next if it's driving us mad?
No.
Can I judge them on looks?
It isn't a modelling show. This is about entertaining
It's not
talent.
getting this whatsoever.
You'll be judging on looks as ever, little Miss Shallow.
We've won then, Jake. We've won.
You'll be judging. I don't know what you'll be judging.
I'll
Probably
be looking for talent.
you'll be looking for talent, and I would have thought you'll probably be looking for sheer musical ability. You know.
Pękę dzika presawo. Sarhurdo hino, sar kilavo, savo talentos.
I look at everything.
Oh, I can't wait.
Today's runners and riders are under starters' orders. Time to see if travellers have got talent.
This is the moment I've been waiting for months. OK, so I want to introduce our first contestant now. So please put your hands together for Christoph Source. He's amazing.
But who will emerge as the judge's favourite?
Cuando pasaba por la calle y me miran con tus ojos,
se toda la ley, yo me puedo cantar.
We really want to find the next Michael Jackson. We want to find an icon. We're looking for an artist that can really represent the Gypsy and Traveller community and be brilliant, a true talent.
I just want to sing because when I sing, I make people happy. Vida, vida. I want to make a world where the police is not behind the gypsies, but in front of them. Mi amor para ti.
Christoph set the standard. Can Ambition or anyone else tickle Gentina's fancy?
I'm going to be absolutely brutal. I mean, if I see something that's not good, then I'm going to say it's not very good.
Of course we want to win, but hey, you're taking part that counts. Very proud of you. Very, very proud of you both.
As the competition hots up, it's clear the judges are going to have to make some difficult decisions.
You choose the road, love. I'm a terrible one for not wanting to hurt anybody's feelings, but with this, if you tell them they're good, they're going to be trying to be good for the next 20 years. But I won't be horrible to any children. I'll let somebody else do that.
How old is she?
My grandpa's the king of gypsies, as you should know. Oh, I'm that little gypsy girl who longs to be your bride.
Oh, I'm lucky enough to come from a community that's very good at performing.
I just come from Malden. I drove into Yoden. The two brewers was lively that night.
Something that's wonderful about Travellers Got Talent is that it is, in itself, just a positive statement about the Gypsy and Traveller community.
The song that I'm going to sing for you now is a song that I wrote myself. It's called Dickin' At an Edie.
And when you hear negativity all the time, dirty gypsies, filthy pikeys, we're using Travellers Got Talent as a way to build pride within the community, to communicate what the true values of the community, but also for people who come from outside our community to watch it, to realise that we do have those virtues to match the vices, which are the only things that get reported about.
No God, you're here, boy.
For those of you that don't rock at the jib, dicking at a needy means you're looking at a traveller. Okay, next up we have...
The next up on stage is 13-year-old Scarlett Lee.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
My biggest ambition, the most thing I want to do anything, is to be a singer, become famous. That is my ambition.
I once was lost, but no, I'm found.
She's got her hopes on fame, so I'd love to see her live that dream.
With the final acts wrapping up, it's time for the judges to make their decisions.
So we're going to fight.
But how do the contenders think they've done?
A bit nervous at the beginning, but when it's all cheering and that, drove me on even more.
It's all right, what will be. It's a good laugh, isn't it?
Everything is possible in the life. If they let me make it, I'm gonna make it. If they don't, I'm gonna make it my way.
Są na przykład Wigiela zrobi Raklori na przykład Kajaurza.
I like Christoph.
No, I don't.
No.
If you're going to have a guy, Christoph
No,
is
we're not
the
going to.
more
It doesn't matter, girl and boy. It's not, it's not upset.
Klaudia Schmidt.
Christoph. Amazing, but I love Dan Jeff more. It just takes you somewhere. He seems like an old English traveller.
Personally, for me, as a stage performer, I don't think he was as amazing as other people. I certainly don't think the crowd had the reactions. He's a lovely-looking guy.
It's not about looks,
He
it's
has
about
quite a comical sort of little song that for me he wasn't the greatest act of the day.
Who else did your dad like?
Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Przetrwał
Scarlett,
przebiegać
yes,
wszystkie.
yes.
Pękaj głos ostro.
Very good, yeah.
Po pierwsze panu Adam.
Yes, very
This is
good.
for first time the Scarlett.
Scarlett is incredible talent.
What about that young girl? Her voice, every single note on. She doesn't sing
she
well.
was lovely, but her
she doesn't
voice
sing well.
was...
Terrible voice. She can't win a talent competition because she didn't have a talent.
Ja fajnie giladzia, Janes, ale my na przykład internet mamusza i witam po muzyką internetem.
There was some young people here as well.
It's not about young, it's not about old, it's not about girl or boy. It's about the talent, and she has got the voice.
He's good. This is four people.
So,
nice.
are we happy to go with that?
Jake,
Everyone up on the stage, we need a decision.
well, yes, we done it.
Have you done it?
Yeah. I'm not happy, Jake.
Right. The judges have spent a long time arguing. It was very close. It was getting very hot and steamy in that caravan for all of the wrong reasons. They've made their decision, and the three people going through to the national final in London are Tracy Leanne Temple, Kamala Frankham, and Scarlett Lee.
Today's Travellers with Talent have earned the chance to compete for prize money of £1,000 and the glory of victory at the contest's grand final in 12 weeks' time.
Just the best feeling in the world.
I feel really, really overwhelmed. I'm very, very excited. I can't believe it. So proud.
But even those that didn't get through remain philosophically upbeat.
I'm very positive about the performance I did, and I was anyway very happy to make it. Thank you.
I'm so glad that's over. I think a cracking, smashing success.
If it's like this at every heat, then I just can't wait.
The big question is, what are we going to do with Harley the Wonder Horse?
Next time on A Gypsy Life For Me...
Don't eat the grass, come on.
Still searching for a stage on which to audition, Harley gets his first taste of the TV big time.
And did you bring your tree stumps?
My what?
Tree stump.
Journalistic Jake takes on a political hot potato and some tough gypsy security.
Yeah, I do like my tea.
Yeah, kids, goodbye.
I don't believe it, so why are they not going to show up then?
And the pressure on Tracy Neddick reaches boiling point as she gears up for the next heat of this hotly disputed competition.
I'm just getting pissed off. Can you turn the cameras off?